The temporal disruptions have spared nothing on our way here. Cheng-Li, does that mean you're in danger too?
So far, nothing feels out of the ordinary. It seems the Sentinel contained the situation before being fully trapped. But I don't know how long this stability will hold. If I go down, please, don't worry about me. You need only focus. What's the matter? You dreamed of Hongzhen? It sounds like you did dream of this place. What you just described closely aligns with the accounts documented in our Grand Library. Over a century ago, a vast horde of tacit discords invaded Huanglong. Hongzhen suffered greatly during that onslaught. Thankfully, the Sentinel descended, manipulating time to erect a protective barrier. Rover, perhaps that dream is more than just a dream. It could be a glimpse into your own past, and a guiding light for the future. Hongzhen is a pivotal location, linking various parts of Mount Firmament. With the Fraxidus now targeting us, they'll seize any opportunity to intercept our path. But every trap has its weak points. Someone has used their resonance ability here, but it feels different from the Fraxidus aggression. It's Jin, and it seems like she used it in a dire situation. Could it be related to the people of Hongzhen? The traces lead deeper into the heart of Hongzhen. Let's keep moving. Don't let your guard down.
Traces end here. Someone fought here against those Fraxidus.
Must be Jinshi. Her trails led to this location. Using her resonance ability too much would only worsen her condition. But she must have had a reason. Was she helping the people of Hongzhen find...
Changli, there are traces here.
They're pointing north. Let's proceed in that direction.
Shadow descends. The traces disappear by the pond.
Yoga, you need to keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Endure and defy.
The vase on the stone table seems rather peculiar.
There's something behind the waterfall.
Let's go take a look.
Another photon barrier.
3 photon vaults to break. Rover, use ranged attacks.
You two, halt!
Hold on.
Lady Xingyi.
Relax, there are honored guests. No need to be tense. In a single day, we've greeted both the magistrate of Jinzhou and her trusted counselor in Hongzhen. I can only assume something significant happened. It's been a while, Changli.
I heard you step down from your position and move to the countryside. And now here we are, meeting again after all this time.
For years, I lived secluded, no longer concerning myself with the matters beyond Hongzhen. But the current situation in Jinzhou is volatile. It has reunited us in an unpredictable moment. And you, young sir? What shall I call you? My name is Xingyi. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Please follow me this way. It's not safe to talk here. I believe you are here for Magistrate Jinshi. The magistrate left Hongzhen about 15 minutes ago. She should be at the Truth Seeker's Pass now. That's what they call it in Hongzhen. You might know it better as the ruins of a Court of Savante facility.
Lady Xingyi, please elaborate.
Madam Magistrate?
I'm fine. How's the situation? Have we evacuated all the civilians?
Yes. Remaining civilians have been counted and escorted to safety.
Good. These hidden chambers should provide some much-needed shelter for them to rest a little. Despite being the Sentinel's appointed resonator, I haven't been able to sense its presence for some time. I can feel my resonance ability waning, and I get my power from the Sentinel. This can only mean one thing. The Sentinel's condition is getting worse. Lady Xingyi, I need to know where the Sentinel was last seen. I can only fix the temporal disruption within a confined radius. It's already pushing my limits to keep this small pocket of space secure. Mount Firmament is in serious trouble, and we can't waste any more time. We need our Sentinel to stabilize the time flow.
The Sentinel was last seen flying towards Mianlung Chamber, where it would normally rest. The Fraxidus likely swarmed it soon after, but little did they know. We had a defense system in place, built with the help of the court of Savante. This mechanism has allowed us to locate their troops, and we've already eliminated some. To get inside Mianlung Chamber, we have to find the cipher key in Truth Seeker's Pass and unseal it with the Keyforge.
Understood. I will go bring back the cipher key.
You are injured. Please, rest and leave it to me.
The Fraxidus will most likely attack this place once I leave. You must stay here and guard it. I implore you, Xingyi, help me keep our people safe.
Yes, I will, Madam Magistrate.
Before I headed to Mount Firmament, the Fraxidus revealed a prophecy from our Sentinel. A fateful clash between the Sentinel and myself that would shape the fate of our city. I never intended to believe their baseless claims, but the Sentinel had told me long ago that there would come a day when I surpass it in power. A day when the humans of once we save the Sentinel from danger, I intend to have a serious conversation.
And then she left.
There's still one thing that doesn't add up. How did the Fraxidus kidnap our Sentinel? The Mianlung Chamber was once renovated by the court of Savante. Do you think their research could be involved somehow?
I'll look into what you said. But once we have the cipher key, the Mianlung Chamber will be left vulnerable to the Fraxidus' potential retaliation.
We must keep them at bay. Rover and I are headed to the Truth Seeker's Pass to meet up with Jinsi. We'll distract the Fraxidus' main forces, giving you an opportunity to stage your ambush.
And the locals will handle the rest. I will send some men to open up the side exit for you. Head south and keep walking a couple of minutes, and you will see the Truth Seeker's Pass downstream.
Thank you, Lady Xingyi. Please, leave it to us.
In this place she was born, and in this place she returns. Our magistrate's fate is bound to Mount Firmament.
Did Xingyi and Jinsi know each other?
Jinsi was chosen as a baby for her resonance ability and raised in City Hall to become the Sentinel's appointed resonator. All the government workers there helped care for and teach her at some point, including Lady Xingyi. She grew up with immense responsibilities. Express her true nature from a young age. Thinking back, Jinsi was only a teenage girl when she became the magistrate.
I assume this is the Truth Seeker's Pass Xingyi mentioned.
Yes, this should be another chronosorter. It should work in similar ways with the one we saw near the luminous... The entrance is built on that cliff, and it's been blocked. We will need to break the 3 photon vaults with ranged attacks first. Nothing. I was wondering, how did the court of Savante create such an advanced... I've never heard of any human civilization having the ability to manipulate time. Unless the Sentinel willingly taught them. We need to focus on items related to the court of Savante in Truth Seeker's Pass. Maybe we can find some clues there. One of the photon vaults always ends up blocked off. I can't seem to break 3 of them at once. Perhaps we'll need to use the chronosorter. Good. Did you see the tacitite fulminate on that cliff? Perhaps we can create an opening in this disk with an explosion. One of the photon vaults always ends up blocked off. We can't seem to break 3 of them at once. Perhaps we'll need to use the chronosorter.
It worked. The opening fits right onto the middle photon vault.
Rover, now we can hit the 3 photon. The blockade has been lifted. Let's go in.
Remnants of the past. Why are there tacit discords here? No. These monsters, they don't look like the usual tacit discords.
These also look like the works of the court of Savante. Did they create these simulated holograms to protect this place?
Stay alert. Tranquility. Universe in my psyche.
You will obey.
One with the sounds. Nowhere to hide. One with the sounds. Endure and
Evils be gone.
that thing up ahead. Is it another mechanism?
It seems to have unlocked after we got rid of the... The glowing patterns on that gate. It's a flare crest. Yes. The flare crests have a complex structure, but they can be deciphered with patience. See how each star represents a flare stone? That mechanism we accidentally solved earlier should be one of them. Yes. We still need the other 2 flare stones to open it. Wait. The blood and scales here. She is likely teetering on the edge of overclocking now. We are running out of time. Decades have passed, but those researchers' presence still lingers in this place. The Sentinel's situation is worse than we thought. It had already with one of the temporal programs lost. It no longer had the power to
So the Sentinel protected Hongjin with its power. But
It would seem so. According to their theories, the Sentinel's injury would worsen over time. And if the Sentinel... So the Fraxidus just added a pinch of salt to the already gaping wound. There's nothing we can do. At least that's what it said. Only the Mianlong Chamber can provide temporary relief for the Sentinel, but it won't. In the end, the Sentinel and a peculiar visitor who is immune to time disruptions would have to come up. The Sentinel couldn't be fixed, so they decided to replicate its power on... Their experiments resulted in the first chronosorter, a man-made resonance No. A chronosorter can only rewind time within a narrow range. It's no match for the Sentinel's immense power. We are getting closer and closer. 2 more flare stones left. Everything aside, first we...
He lasts evermore. Taste the challenge.
endure and defy. One with the sounds. Remnants of the past.
What kind of story will Ankar hear today?
Another chronosorter. The second flare stone should be behind this gate. Let's restore the collapsed gate with... this chronosorter.
I'll save the day.
There's still another photon vault to break. We can't reach it from here. We may need to look around for a better vantage point. Look at that device on the floating slab. It could help us open the path to other places. Shall we give it a try? So it turned you into a clangbang. Please use the leap device to eject yourself and crash through that ice wall. Another chronosorter. Let's give it a try. The stone slates have formed a path. Now we can bring the tacitite fulminate across the water. This hidden area may allow us to reach that photon vault.
Endure and defy one with the sound.
Blaze attack! Da-da-da-da-da-da! Think you can catch up?
One last flare stone to go. There's a carrier lift nearby. Perhaps the flare stone is on the floor beneath us. We should be able to find Jinsi soon.
We've reached the carrier lift. Something about the carrier lift seems stuck.
Is that so? So this file confirms that the chronosorters are artificial resonance objects. They activate when hit with a strong impact and this also answers my previous question. The chronosorters rewind time. No, it was nowhere near enough. The chronosorters shut down once they are removed from the Sentinel's range. Plus, as artificial resonance objects, their capacity is limited. According to the Court of Savante researchers, there was a hypothesis that could potentially make them more powerful. which states the collision between two resonating frequencies might cause a second resonance awakening. Yes. That fight has to happen to trigger a second resonance awakening for Jinsi, so she may exert even stronger resonance abilities. Well, countless chronosorters were made to collide with the Sentinel's frequencies, but they were no match. All the machines turned. One chronosorter briefly showed the power to restore time before breaking apart. This proved that a second awakening can indeed improve resonance ability. The research log mentioned that all chronosorters were working in an It's similar to how human resonators experience overclocking, they wrote. Overclocking happens when a resonator overexerts their ability. And this researcher who wrote this suggests that No, it's not. Exhausting oneself. In addition, I noticed another detail in these The chronosorters required manual control, while the Sentinel Jue, in the only incident of success, just as the chronosorter was about to break down, and the Sentinel successfully transferred some kind of energy to the chronosorter. Rover, do you have an idea? Jinsi.
You.
Don't worry. Rover is special. The temporal disruption can't hurt him.
But Changli, you're...
Shh. I gave my word to be your pawn, and I intend to keep it. As your teacher and courtier, it is only right for me to do so. And let's not forget, without me playing the Wayfinder for Rover, we wouldn't even have him here. Rover has a strong connection to this place. You need his help to resolve Mount Firmament's crisis.
But we already owe Rover a lot. Thank you, Rover. Thank you. Rover, I will do everything I can to rescue the Sentinel as soon as possible. And we can finally talk to it in person. It will surely have the answers you want.
Let's cut to the chase. What did you find in Truthseeker's past, Jinsi?
According to the Court of Savante's records, the Sentinel was already injured upon its arrival at Mount. As time passed and its condition worsened, the flow of time became unstable here, causing temporal disruptions that could potentially threaten Jinji. Only the Sentinel's appointed resonator can restore its temporal mandate. Their records indicate a solution. To reverse the rapid aging effect from temporal disruptions, I must deliberately collide with the Sentinel's resonance power during combat, triggering my second resonance awakening.
Let's say you can achieve all that, but Jinsi, do you understand what is at stake for yourself?
I understand. I share a resonance connection with Jue, but I never took the time to truly get to know it. I've been blind to its suffering for so long. Sentinel Jue has been guiding us since the city's founding with its wise words and well-crafted decisions. The temporal disruptions we face are just a side effect of its efforts to protect local people. Without the Sentinel blocking out tacit discords through its time manipulation power, Jinzhou would be a barren wasteland today.
So what do you plan to do, Jinshi? If the Sentinel's condition is indeed incurable, nobody knows how far the temporal disruptions will continue to spread. Today it's Mount Firmament, but tomorrow it could be all of Jinzhou.
I will. If it truly comes down to that, I'll fulfill Jue's prophecy myself. It's the only way to save Mount Firmament, protect Jinzhou.
Have you thought about the consequences, Jinshi? Trying to trigger a second awakening by fighting the Sentinel, it could make you overclock at any moment. We both know what that means. You could lose your mind forever, or even disintegrate into dust. On top of that, do you honestly believe you can fight in your current condition? I can see right through your facade, Jinshi. You're essentially committing...
You're one to talk, my teacher. I learned from the best. When have you ever backed down from risking your life for what you believe in?
Oh? I don't remember ever teaching you that. We all die eventually, but we need to stay alive as long as we... Jinshi, you must live and inherit the Sentinel's power.
Changli.
Jinshi, I don't intend to stop you. I know you've made up your mind. That's why I brought Rover here. You may have already guessed it. Rover is indeed the hero who fought by our Sentinel's side during Jinzhou's early days. He is also the mysterious visitor spoken of in tales about Mount Firmament. All evidence we've gathered points to this being true. If anyone can help us with the situation at Mount Firmament, it must be Rover.
Thank you, my teacher. Jingxi will keep your words in mind.
Lastly, we still don't know for sure how the Fraxidus is keeping our Sentinel trapped. This will determine if you can actually meet it face to face. Yes, it could be any of these scenarios. Lady Xingyi is already on the case. The cipher key should be inside the stone chamber behind its entrance gate. There is one more flare stone to work out. Let's get moving. Look, our last target, on those floating floor tiles. We need a way to restore them.
It's not working. We may need to follow a specific order. It's not working. We may need to follow a specific order. It's not working. We may need to follow a specific order. It's not working. We may need to follow a specific order.
It worked. The court of Savante set many traps here. They must have worked hard to protect Mianlong Chamber.
May I? It's a trap! Watch out!
Take 4.
One with the sounds. One more time.
Same mistake. Crosscut. Sever! Take 4. Mind's eye. Perish in flames. Feathers incinerate.
Strike his blood!
This is a testament to my connection with the world around me. I'm done with all 3 flare stones.
Good. Let's head back to the entrance. We should be able to access the cipher key now.
cipher key.
Rover, take good care of the cipher key. I'm leaving the rest to you and Jinji. Please don't forget, I am your wayfinder. I journeyed with you into the mountains to ensure you meet up with Jinshi. From this point onward, I will be counting on you both to go and confront the Sentinel. This is all I can do for you. I'm here to guide, not intervene. Not to mention, the Fraxidus has been pestering us. You'll need someone to keep them at bay. Yes, they've been constantly watching you, interested in your every move. They can... By all means, please carry on without me. As for myself, I have a more fitting location to make my contributions from. Oh, speak of the devils. How rude. This is not how we greet people here. Allow me to demonstrate the proper etiquette.
Cheng-Li.
Those artificers are nothing to worry about. Don't worry. Cheng-Li has her plans. I don't believe we will run into more ambushes on the way.
I'll do my best.
It's Madam Magistrate! She's back! I must go tell Lady Xinyi!
The Mianlun chamber is open now. You can proceed inside. Before you go, there's something important I need. Cheng-Li was right. They used the court of Cervantes' research to trap. They used the chronosorters. Our captured artificer revealed that the Fraxidus sent a death squad first, to place the chronosorter in the Mianlun chamber while it was still operational. Although their death squad was no match for the Sentinel, by forcing its hand, the powerful resonance ability of the Sentinel would clash with the energy of the chrono. What if the Fraxidus modified those chronosorters, a whole bunch of them, pushed to their limits? But not even that was enough to take down. After the first hit, they set up modified flare crests in the Mianlun chamber. It prevented the Sentinel from replenishing energy.
So, we must free the Sentinel from...
It would be a task more complicated than its... The people of Hongzhen have lived with the Sentinel for generations. But now, the Fraxidus want to capture the Sentinel. They won't just stop at Mount... Please tell us what you know, Madam Magistrate.
Yes.
So the Sentinel is actually injured. And it's been getting worse. Madam Magistrate, you've already laid out this plan, so it's always a challenge to decipher the Sentinel's intentions. But there were many theories. But now that I reflect on it, perhaps the Sentinel saw in you. I just never thought you'd be...
It was here on this very mountain that I first encountered the Sentinel. Back then, I was too young to remember anything. Even the image of Mount... But this time, as soon as I stood at the base of Mount Firmament, I felt a wave. Lady Xingyi, I was born with my... But my duty as its appointed resonator is not... I'm following the heart of my younger self before I became Jinsi. The girl who used to laugh. I am a seed, born on Mount Firmament, carried by the wind to every... It's time for me to take root and grow into something greater.
No matter what happens or what choices you make, please Mount Firmament has been stagnant for eternity. Perhaps a sudden crack of lightning is what we need to break through the fog of uncertainty that is linked. Once you pass through Hongzhen, keep your eyes open for a cave on the northern cliff. That will lead you to a shortcut towards Mianlun.
Jinsi, so far everything we know about the Sentinel is still just speculation.
You were right. But my weakening resonance ability and my connection to the Sentinel leave me no choice but to explore these theories. Whether it's fact or fiction, truth or a lie, I have to confront the Sentinel and see for myself. The Mianlun chamber should be deep in the cave. Let's go.
Unexpected discovery.
This must be the Mianlong chamber. We should now help the Sentinel break free from the flare crest's binds. Chronosorters nearby may have frozen this body of water in time. Either way, we can use it to our advantage. We can walk over the water now. We are too far away to see what's going on inside. Let's go. I still need more information to determine what we should do next. I can feel the Sentinel's presence inside, but it's not responding. The flare crest. The Sentinel is telling us we need to find the 3 flare stones corresponding to the flare crest. Then we will be able to lift the confinement set by the Fraxidus.
But I'm not seeing any flare stones, or any kind of entrance to another chamber.
There seems to be something on...
The water level has dropped. It's the flare stone. We still have a long journey ahead of us. Let's press on.
Enemies ahead? I'm ready.
On that rock.
Let's go retrieve it.
Done.
2 more to go. Let's look for them nearby. To destroy the spikes with the corroder's help. Same as last time. Let's locate the photon vault first.
Down with the curtain. show begins. One with the sounds. Endure and defy.
Banish all vice. Universe in my psyche. A decent challenge.
Woolly's attack! This is so much fun! Into Woolly's belly you go! Leave me alone!
Tranquility.
Here we go again!
Once, tacit discords terrorized the land.
The region of Jinzhou was under siege. A mother and her newborn child were hiding in ruins, trying to avoid the deadly creatures. They weren't safe for long, as the tacit discord found them. The mother sacrificed herself to protect her child. But with her gone, it was difficult for the newborn to survive. In a couple of minutes, its loud cries gradually died out. Fortunately, the newborn's cries echoed through the forest with a unique resonance that reached the ears of the mighty sentinel. With a burst of energy, our sentinel dispelled the surrounding evils. But sadly, it was too late. That night, Mount Firmament shook with the roars of a loom, and dark clouds gathered. The sentinel returned with a dead infant in its embrace. As if by magic, somber clouds parted, and shooting stars lit up the sky. With Mount Firmament's unique flow of time, the sentinel brought the deceased infant back to life. The resurrected infant became known as the
Sentinel's appointed resonator, and went on to become the magistrate of Jinzhou. Yes, it's me. I've lived in Jinzhou my whole life, and never ventured into Hongzhen. To me, Jue is more than just our sentinel, or a revered divine being. It raised me and saved me from certain death. I've been thinking about it on our way here. If the sentinel predicted our fight, why would it even bother saving me in the first place? Now I understand why. Because I am the Sentinel's resonator. I may not have any extraordinary abilities, but I do possess the temporal program that it accidentally... If Jinzhou ever faces a similar time crisis, I might be the only one who can set things right. In our Sentinel's prediction, the battle between us is supposed to happen in the distant future. It had been waiting for an opportunity, a right moment to tell me the truth. That's why it didn't now may not be the opportunity the Sentinel has been waiting for. But I have to go and face it while I still can. To learn about the truth, or complete our destined battle. Give up my duty. To be honest, I did doubt myself many times. It was the endless kindness of you, Cheng Li, Xing Yi, and everyone in Jinzhou. Even Jue's decision to bring me back to life. Whether out of pity or not, I am truly grateful. The Jinzhou holds everything that's dear to me. Even without the title of magistrate, I could never leave Jinzhou behind. I'm okay. The pain I'm feeling is nothing compared to those trapped in the temporal disruptions. I must find the Sentinel as soon as possible. We draw from the same source of power. Saving it means saving. If there is truly no other option in the end, then I will have to fight it. I refuse to back down. I will fight. To protect the Sentinel and to defend Jinzhou. One life may be lost. If it means keeping everyone safe, then I have no regrets giving my own life. But let me make one thing clear. I am not planning on dying yet. We're not in a situation where death is our only option, are we? Thank you for placing your trust in. Come to think of it, many good things have happened to me since you arrived in Jinzhou. Thank you, Rover. My teacher, Cheng Li, told me it's up to both of us to solve the crisis at Mount Firmament. As I know you have a special connection. But don't worry, I'm prepared. This isn't about succumbing to destiny. I am grateful to have you by my side through it all.
One last flare stone to go.
Chi lasts evermore.
Here comes Encore! We'll leave that away! Leave me alone!
The remaining photon vault is hidden behind the fissured ledge.
Fissured ledge. If only there was a tacitite fulminate. Let's look around. Good. Now we can get that flare stone.
Here we go again! Here comes Encore! This is so much fun! No one picks on Encore's friends! You're in! Here comes Encore! Oopsie daisy! Leave me alone!
Embrace the oneness.
Willie, this is so much fun! Leave me alone!
All set. The Sentinel should be able to break free now.
Yes. I believe so. Let's head back to the Sentinel's place.
Jinsi, it has been quite some time. And greetings, Lord Arbiter. Or should one address you as Rover now? One cannot discern the cause of your arrival. Yet its significance heralds Jinzhou's fateful juncture. Shall a child who has lost their memories take up arms and fight for their fate? Or shall they retreat to their cradle and slumber? The seed of the future shall be sown in this very moment. Once the situation settles, an explanation shall be provided. For now, one must implore you to simply engage, decide, and observe. Jinsi, your journey has been an arduous one. Aside from aiding one in this predicament, surely there are other inquiries you wish to make.
I cannot bring myself to ask for more. All I seek is the truth. Mount Firmament is in grave danger. Regarding the temporal mandate and your injuries, please do not...
One understands your concerns. The timing may not be optimal for this disclosure, yet in the midst of crisis, for one will soon perish. One such as this, of immortal nature, is designed to endure for all time. Yet one suffered severe harm in ancient times, and now relies on the Yuanlong chamber for survival. This is not the optimal solution. For a long time, one has had to use this chamber to replenish energy, hoping to delay the inevitable doom. Yet fate cannot be defied. The Fraxidas have conspired against this one. Now, the injury only worsens. The Yuanlong chamber can no longer prolong one's life. Jinzhou. The city of Jinzhou will be no more. Ever since one descended upon Mount Firmament, using the power of temporal mandate to repel tacit discords, time has been in disarray within this location. Over the past millennia, one has defied the laws of nature and sustained Jin. Otherwise, the temporal disruption would wreak havoc not only on Mount Firmament, but on the entire region of Jinzhou. If this... Jinzhou shall forever remain frozen in time. The past and the future melt into one, rendering life indistinguishable from death. All inhabitants of Jinzhou shall endure this perpetual fate until time itself. It is this one's own doing. And one, in the coming days, one will exert every ounce of strength in that moment. Jinzhou will fall into stillness, but not perish. In the...
Is there truly nothing else we can do?
This is not the optimal solution.
Please, forgive me, but I cannot do as you say. A decade, a century. What if nobody comes up with a solution? And who would be willing to spend precious resources rescuing a small city in a far-off... Jinzhou's fate deserves better than an uncertain future.
Whilst one may not live to witness the future, one can still envision endless possibility. Magistrate Jinsi, As you express doubts, pray tell, how do you propose to solve this? The flow of time upon Mount Firmament is in disarray, and it can only be contained through... If one does not freeze the time now, the situation in Jinzhou shall surely worsen 100-fold, or even 1,000-fold.
You once predicted a destined battle between us.
Correct.
I was lost at first, struggling to grasp the prophecy's meaning. By clashing two resonating powers, a second resonance awakening can be induced. Through this, I am able to push my resonance ability beyond its limits, though I will be forced to raise my blade against you.
Ridiculous! If you clash with my resonance power, even the smallest mistake will result in overclock. You are well aware of its excruciating effects. The pain you feel now. Moreover, you will be trapped within the fissures of time itself. Your being will be relentlessly shredded and...
But I can restore the errors in the flow of time. Isn't that why you saved me all those years ago? I'm just...
Jinsi, you are given one last opportunity. Let me... You are only here to witness before the right time arrives. But you are not compelled to remain idle. Should you intervene, command me to transfer my temporal mandate access to Jinsi at the right moment. The moment of her resonance ability's depletion. When she is teetering on the brink of overclocking, miss that moment by even the slightest margin, and Jinsi's fate will be sealed.
I should have died a long time ago. But I was lucky enough to be saved by you, allowing me the chance to see the glittering lights of Jinzhou for myself. You rewinded time to save me. I am responsible. Jinzhou is my home. If it's ever in danger, I will do everything in my power to protect what I hold dear, even at the cost of my own life.
Such a valiant speech. Do you know the weight of this decision?
I understand your concerns. I will reach my second awakening with our destined confrontation and restore the time flow. Are you willing to bet on me?
Restore the time flow. Pray, from where does this confidence arise? You are my resonator, but your strength is only a fraction of mine. There is little chance for you to retreat unscathed.
But I can at least win some hope for our people. Even if it costs me my soul, my everything. I cannot die without trying. I may only bear your power for a fleeting moment. It's all I need to secure a better future for Jinzhou, defying all of your predictions, and I can keep you safe. If there is anyone who can face you in a fight, That person has to be your resonator. I will be your final winning move in this game.
Are you truly ready to challenge a being worshipped by your kind? Will you not regret it when you meet your bitter demise?
I will not regret it, no matter what.
Very well, Magistrate of Jinzhou. Come to the summit. Demonstrate your prowess. Show me how you shall be my triumphant ace. Lord Arbiter, one is curious about your choice this time. Wherever the tides may take us, you will bear witness to our fight.
Government must be guided by virtue. She, do you keep this in mind?
Yes. Virtue must come first. Politics, commerce, it all must serve the people.
From now on, you shall be known as Jinsi, bearing Jinzhou's name as your own. What do you think of this world?
Like here. Darkness clings, but lights flicker in the gloom.
A guiding light's not easily lit.
That's why they stand out so brightly against the darkness.
This entrance leads to one sonorosphere. Magistrate Jinsi. What? Rover. This battle is related to the fate of Jinzhou. And
If I open it, Jinsi is bound to face you in the ultimate battle. The ideal outcome would be for her to absorb your power at the critical moment and restore the time flow without any loss of life. But there's a chance that she could push herself too far and end up dying from overclocking. Though, if I do nothing, you'll use your remaining power to freeze all...
correct. Now, please let us know your choice.
Rover. I have been preparing for this moment. Leaving Jinzhou behind fills me with regret. Knowing I may never again bask in its glorious sunshine. But that's why I'm here. To ensure that others can still experience the wonders of nature. Our city has a rich history, with generations witnessing endless sunrises and sunsets at the border. They deserve a bright future. I want to protect Jinzhou in my own way. As Jinsi, let's begin.
intelligence on my part. Fine harmony. Heaven ordains. Banish all vice. Evil be cleansed. Strike fast. Blessed end. Oh, stars, heed my calling.
Quite the impressive feat, Magistrate Jinsi. However, you are still a long way from inheriting my power. Back down now, while you still can.
I've made up my mind, and I will not back down. You once said it's not easy to become a candle of light, but I still want to try. I want to see if I can ignite a spark of hope for Jinzhou.
Lord Arbiter. May this one transfer the temporal mandate to Jinsi.
younger one.
This one has heard your decision. What do you think of this?
They deserve a brighter future.
The transfer has been carried out as you instructed. Jinsi, one shall honor one's promise and restore Jinzhou's future to you and its people. Jinsi has recovered. One will soon send her back to Jinzhou for recuperation. With all matters resolved, as per the agreement, it is time for one to address. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have. I am Jue the Sentinel, the guide of Jinzhou. You are my arbiter and my former master. In bygone days, I stood by your side as you established Jinzhou City. You tasked me with safeguarding its prosperity. This one begs your pardon, for it is not. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have. In the past, one was granted the key to that Sonoro sphere. You said you planned to participate in history, to make choice. One had previously requested for permission to transfer the temporal mandate to every ounce of my existence, from life to death, and even the passing on of power. One is prepared to answer any. Since Jinsi has inherited my power, Jinsi has fully assumed the mantle of leadership. From this situation has been analyzed before. To accomplish a goal, Jinsi must possess both strength. Today was not the ideal moment for our destined battle. One is prepared to answer the flow of time on Mount Firmament has been restored to its natural pace. Fortunately, with Jinsi's resonance ability, they can stay. For lack of a better solution, through countless ages, the imposing Mount Firmament stood firm. The people of Hongzhen have a bright future ahead. One that can be steered. One is prepared to answer any inquiries Your tacit mark. There is something unusual.
What? Rover, who's bullying you? Huh? Is it you, big thing? Huh? How dare you? I'm gonna teach you a Wait, pause. I don't think it has any bad intentions. It smells like the unnatural smell I smelled in Jinzhou before. Oh, so you must be that sentinel. Rover, why didn't you wake me up earlier? I got a feeling I missed out on a lot of...
It does feel similar to me, but there is some difference. This entity is unfamiliar to me. As it resides within your tacit mark, one can only assume you... Lord Arbiter, have you heard of the Black Shores? The Black Shores is the starting point of your journey in this world. If you have doubts, this one suggests a visit to that... Worry not. The wuthering waves ebb and flow. They shall send you back to where you belong. One suggests heading back to Hongzhen to reunite with your companions, Lord Arbiter. With Mount Firmament no longer posing a threat, surely Hongzhen will undergo significant changes.
Mount Firmament glowed with the sun's light, high above the clouds and snow. And amidst it all stood a white-haired maiden, with a mere wave of her hand. She brought... This maiden was none other than the dead infant, now reborn. When thunder roars in spring's embrace, for only through death and strife can one
I see. Doesn't matter. That's not important for our goal. We have the answers we wanted already. With the second resonance awakening, we will tap into powers that rival the Sentinels. Complete control of the artificial resonator awakening process is within reach. And lastly, about that rover. This trip was worth it. We've collected many wonderful notes, haven't we? It's about time. Get moving. Can't let a certain someone wait too long behind bars.